In this episode, we explore a very little known town called Amboy, California. It's located in remote Southern California desert on the old Route 66 highway. It's known for several movies and videos that have been filmed here, like Enrique Iglesias' Hero.
Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Or would you run and never look back?
And The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer in 1986.
The terror starts the moment you stop for the Hitcher.
What do you want?
I want you to stop me.
This town and the entire area has an amazingly colorful history and has changed hands several times. Come with us and explore this unusual place called Amboy, California. Almost at a little town called Amboy. It's pretty windy here, but we're driving by this major trenches in the middle of nowhere, and look at this. This looks really weird. It's deep. It's got some kind of calcium deposits. We found out later that the Amboy Chloride company, who's in existence for over 100 years, digs these enormous trenches which are miles and miles long. They run water through these long trenches and collect the salt out of the ground and use evaporation pools to get rid of the water and collect the salt, which is used for further processing of all kinds of chemicals. Who knows where this water comes from? We're in the middle, folks. I mean, we are in the middle of some serious desert out here. There's nothing. So yeah, this is just a stop on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. We're probably 9 miles before Amboy, if that gives you anybody that wants to look it up. And sometimes these spots are just worth stopping your routine driving and checking out something like this. Well, we're finding a little bit more. We went by a sign that said this was the Amboy Chloride company. And look at the size of the trenches that they're digging out here. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, but my guess is they're digging the trenches, they're running water through, they're dissolving salt, which is sodium chloride, table salt. And they probably have a process that maybe takes the chloride out of the salt, and that's what they're doing here. But I don't know if you can see it, but it just goes so far off in the distance off that way. Miles of these trenches. It's pretty phenomenal operation. We're gonna have to look up a little bit about the Amboy Chloride company and see exactly what they're doing, because it's on both sides of the road. This is a serious operation. So, we saw a pile of white stuff on the side of the road. I'm assuming this is what they're making out of that water. And this dumped out of a truck, probably. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try a little piece here because I got a feeling this is salt. That is 100% pure salt. Look at this. It's salt. You gonna collect some? Dig down.
Oh my God, so hot. Look like rice.
I don't know what we'll use that much salt. We'll figure something. You can always purify it by just dissolving it in water and evaporating the water and filter.
Maybe
That's plenty. Gosh, honey, what are we going to do with all that?
Maybe you need it for canning.
Maybe. And here we've got...
This is Pacific West. The king.
This is a
Pacific
Amboy traffic jam.
There's the police over there.
Walmart. J.B. Hunt from Lowell, Arkansas. Maersk, European company. Oh, Amazon Prime. Look at that. The dark ones are Amazon Prime. More Walmart, more J.B. Hunt. Tells you who really ships stuff across the country. This is one of the few trains that goes east or west to east and vice versa. So the J.B. Hunts are international modules. Very interesting.
Saw the flashes in the dark, colors on the wall, bright against the monochrome, where I felt so small. I drew the curtains up, pulled away the blinds, heard a rushing wind.
But we found out that this town of Amboy and this stop here is actually part of Route 66. And if you look, you may recognize this. I think it was in a movie, Wee Wee Says, with Tom Cruise. And this cafe is pretty cool because it just looks like the 50s to me. I like the design, this peaked roof. Wouldn't that be a great place in the desert looking over the sunset? So that must be Mr. Amboy. That's who I would guess. It just looks like the 50s or 40s even, maybe. It's like a timepiece. It really is. And then you've got your gas station. You've got a post office. You've got your church. Oh, wow. Look back here. Old 50s Chevys. That must be part of the hotel that's just not up and running right now. I'll bet this isn't, yeah. When Route 66 came into its heyday in the 30s, this place, Amboy, was a mecca for tourism on their way to California from the rest of the country. It boomed, it prospered, and then Highway 40 was built just a few miles away and bypassed the little town of Amboy, which dropped it off the map from a tourism perspective. Now you get very few visitors, but it's such a unique place and such a history time capsule. It's really worth checking out. I'm glad we stopped here. What a cool place. Oh, look at this. They have bus tours that stop here at the famous Amboy.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on next video. Ciao.